Delle Donne at 6'5", turns and shows that silky smooth shot she's known for.
All right, guys, let's dive right into it, because there's a buzz, and it's big. The Washington Mystics have decided not to core Elena Delle Donne. So what does that mean? Well, it opens up intriguing possibilities as she steps into unrestricted free agency. Pretty huge, right? Delle Donne, one of the biggest names in the WNBA, can now explore her options with any team. So, given last year's WNBA trade storm involving top players, could the Mystics harness this momentum for a sign and trade? You know, they may not stop at Delle Donne. Veterans like Ariel Atkins and Brittany Sykes are also on the table. If you're watching this video, odds are you're into basketball, so help us hit 1,000 subscribers to keep up with every twist and turn. Now, speaking of Delle Donne and the potential Mystics could, well, unlock if they decide to trade her, let's take a closer look at what a potential trade package might involve. So, you know, Elena Delle Donne, she's a marquee player, and moving her would require something substantial in return. This isn't just about getting any player, it's, about building for the future. We're talking about setting the foundation of the Mystics for years to come. All right, first up, let's consider the option of packaging Delle Donne with some of their seasoned talents. Veteran players like Ariel Atkins and Brittany Sykes might be included to sweeten the deal. Think about it. Adding depth and experience to the mix could entice other teams to bring more value to the table. This trio, combined with some high draft picks, particularly the number 4 and number 6 picks in the 2025 WNBA draft, is a pretty tempting offer. The Mystics could, leverage these assets to target teams that are looking to build right now, but need veterans to guide their younger talents. I mean, teams that are maybe a step away from breaking through could find this appealing, don't you think? And then there's the aspect of going after a rising star, someone who can be the centerpiece of the team's future. So, what's the plan here? Teams like the New York Liberty or even the Minnesota Lynx have some young talent that could fit well with the Mystics. Let's say the Mystics manage to negotiate a trade package involving a player like Sabrina Ionescu, or maybe even Collier. It would be quite a steal. But wait, why would these teams even consider parting ways with their rising stars? Well, it's complicated, but the key is, value exchange. Imagine a scenario where the player might be looking for a change, or a team that's just in need of those veteran presences to push them over the edge. The Mystics could kind of position their offer to suit these narratives. One more angle to consider. What if, instead of an established young star, the Mystics focus solely on higher draft picks? It's like rolling the dice on potential. But hey, if they believe they can draft wisely, it might just pay off. At the end of the day, accumulating higher picks gives them, more swings at finding that next superstar. And if you remember trades in recent years, sometimes those picks turn into gold. Just think about where Las Vegas or even Seattle have found themselves after their draft strategies. All right, so if you were the Mystics GM, what would be your move? Go for a sure young star or gamble on high picks aiming to shape your future over the next 5 years? Let us know what you think about these potential trade scenarios in the comments below. Because, trades can be a transformative moment for any franchise, and this might just be the start of a new era for the Mystics. You see, turning the page towards a younger roster is a bold, but sometimes necessary move in professional sports. The Mystics might just be gearing up for what some folks would call a complete overhaul, a rebuild centered on youth. It's exciting and nerve-wracking, don't you think? All right, let's delve into how the Mystics could potentially rebuild their team with this infusion of younger talent. First off, by deciding to potentially move Delle Donne and possibly even other veterans, it signifies a shift in philosophy for the Mystics. This isn't merely about reshaping a roster, it's about crafting a vision focused on developing young, hungry players who can grow together into something special. And, well, a name that has naturally surfaced is Aaliyah Edwards. She's kind of like the anchor here, a young talent with the potential to shine brightly in the WNBA. Keeping her as part of the Mystics core moving forward seems logical. I mean, she embodies both the potential and immediate impact the team will need as they morph into this new era. Now, the strategy would likely revolve around surrounding Edwards with equally ambitious and skilled young players. Remember, the idea is to cultivate a homegrown set of athletes who can, blossom together. And that's no easy task. First, acquiring higher draft picks, as we mentioned earlier, could play a significant role in this strategy. Imagine the Mystics leveraging their trades to stack a handful of top-tier draft selections. You could end up with a lineup packed with promising rookies, sort of like building a team from the ground up, one that could potentially dominate the league in the future. Yet rebuilding isn't just about draft picks. It's about fitting these players into a system that encourages their development. So, how do the Mystics ensure they maximize this opportunity? One way is investing in a coaching staff that's not only adept at tactical play, but also excels in nurturing young talent. And, there's also the social and psychological aspects. Developing a young team isn't just about what happens on the court, but how well the players bond and grow off the court. Creating a family-like atmosphere where these young stars can thrive will be critical. To throw it back a bit, this actually mirrors the paths taken by teams like the Atlanta Dream or the recently successful New York Liberty, who've effectively mixed veteran knowledge with young firepower. Learning from those models might be vital. Looking at a possible timeline, if the Mystics are starting this course now, say during the upcoming draft cycle, it's realistic to look for peak performance around 2026. It seems like a long wait, but building a contender takes patience and perseverance. And let's be honest, watching these players grow over time, following their careers, and witnessing how each piece falls into place can be as rewarding as winning championships. So now I'd love to hear from you. Could this youthful rejuvenation be just what the Mystics need? Or would retaining some veteran presence better balance the transition? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Whether it's about who they should draft or which young player you're most excited to see develop, don't hold back. Let's dive into this discussion together.